Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Shout out to our radio partners, Fluent Media Network, Philly Jams 95.3, and Indie 101.5. Tonight's show is powered by Live Long Health, Paris Ice Bar, Copajn Vodka, Fiya Infusions, and Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Be sure to tap in with us every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, honey, and don't forget, the MzMetchi show comes on every Monday at 11 a.m. It's showtime. Let's get it.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, it's your $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Oh, Fabo!
Yo, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I know what you should be doing. I'm the pride of the Eastside DJ MH Tutter, and you need to tune into the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in, and right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
You want me good. Wishing I could take it back. Come on now. Off track. Come on, this that's about. I have to run it back. You call me. Welcome back, y'all. Happy Thursday. What she say? Call you why you ain't call me back. You was just running game. I had to just jam out real quick. First off, y'all know that Rachel Black, that's the jam for me, honey. That is always forever the jam. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. And baby, we are back. Hold on, I'm just trying to get things together over here. First off, it's been a heck of a week. How y'all doing tonight? Like, I just need to know, how are we doing? It's Thursday. I feel like we finally made it. I don't know what's going on with this camera. It say it don't want me moving around. Let me go ahead and let me get a little closer. Hold on, we gonna turn the lights down a little bit because I think it's calling for some things. Hold on, I'm just trying to get some stuff together. It's like really going off over here. Welcome back to another week. Happy Thursday, wherever you are. I hope, look, if it's cold outside, I hope you staying warm. If it's warm outside, I hope you are staying safe. I don't know what is going on with this. Okay, I think we got the lighting back. When I tell you it is a blooper, okay, now if you all were listening, like loving that song, you all were loving tonight's opener. That was Rachel Black with "Fooled Me." Y'all know that that's a long-standing one for me. So I love that song. Y'all make sure that y'all put it on your playlist. Rachel Black, "Fooled Me." Shout out to all of my listeners that are tuning in with me on our Facebook as well as our YouTube page. Tonight, anyone that I mention, it's going to be hyperlinked. So if you can, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, share, share it with your people. And the biggest thing that I want you to do tonight while we are here is to drop your businesses in the comments. If you have an event coming up, you got some things going on that you want us to know about, I'm here for you. And I want to support. So make sure that you go ahead and drop that. I'm going to leave the little thing running at the bottom so that I can make sure you all get into it. But for sure, make sure if you haven't already that you're following the Blueprint Media Company as well as MzMetchi on all platforms. Got some really exciting updates. And you know what, y'all? It's these lights that's changing. Child, what is going on? I don't like all of this. Baby, it's a little bit too much movement. It's got the screen messing all up. What the hell? What the hell? It's got it going on. But look, make sure that you all are following me. Y'all know that the Blueprint Media Company is, baby, we got some things coming up. I'm super excited about it. Y'all already know what it is. It's the LinkedIn Lit Brunch. It's coming up April 25th. And I'm just going to use every week that we are together to remind y'all to get your tickets. Okay. As of right now, the vendor tables are filled, but we do accept sponsors as well as bad contributors. So y'all make sure that you get in tune with me if you like your business highlighted. And to anyone, look, everyone that reached out to me that expressed interest in being a part of the LinkedIn Lit Brunch, I have, tried to get back to everybody. So look, I'm about to cut this off and cut it back on because child, y'all, these lights, they playing with me. I don't like it. Now, if I've reached out to a few people, and I'm going to be talking about some things for our topic for tonight that I need for us to really genuinely get in tune with. Because tonight for our topic, it's just a simple this. We got to catch up about a few things. It's a lot going on. I feel like around us. And then there's some things that's been getting on my nerves that I feel like I got to talk about it tonight. I got to talk about it. So y'all remember, get your tickets for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch. Make sure that you join me. I would love to have you in the room. It is limited space. It's limited space because, baby, look, we get in there and we talking. We getting to know each other. It's a very intimate crowd. So, this is not, we're growing it, but it's not 100% where I can accommodate more than the people that I am looking to host that day. So I would love for you to be there. If you've already joined me, y'all already know. Y'all better tell them in the comments they better get their tickets. If you use promo code LIDDY at checkout at thebpmediaco.com, you will get a special discount. Don't say I didn't invite you. Don't say I didn't invite you. Of course, I have to thank my amazing sponsors. Shout out to Live Long Health, Copajn Vodka, Fiya Infusions, and Paris Ice Bar. Okay. Everyone that I mentioned tonight will be hyperlinked. Please go ahead and give them a like, follow, share, subscribe. Go and get a part of the email list. This is what you want to do. Now, after this quick break, we're going to go ahead and hop into tonight's Hate It and Love It. And yeah, I don't know if y'all going to be ready, but right after this break.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
Be sure to shop Pretty Curvy Savage, where style meets comfort, and you can be bold and be fierce. This plus-size clothing line is everything that you need in your closet, ladies. So be sure to visit prettycurvysavage.com and use promo code MzMetchi10 for your special discount. Okay, bye. All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Happy Thursday. I see y'all trickling on in on this beautiful Thursday. Let's go ahead. I feel like with tonight's Hate It and Love It, look, I am at a place in my life where I am trying to actively every day just be as positive as I can. So with tonight's Hate It and Love It, I'm just going to hit you all with some things. And I feel like tonight, decide whether if you want to categorize that with the Hate It or Love It. But a theme that came up this week with not just myself, but my people, my tribe, as we gathered as one this week, and we, or just talked to one another throughout, was, and I think I'll categorize this as a hated it, but I'm gonna spin it for you. Go with me. The hated it that we'll kick it off with is the feeling, the overall feeling that you as an individual are doing too much. Okay. And it's just been a common thing. I know that it's come up for me. I know that it's come up with my loved ones. And hell, even when I've been online, I feel like I've been seeing it a little bit there too. So I feel like if we're going to kick it off, let's go ahead and kick it off. Let's do it. The overall feeling that you are doing too much, it's not a good feeling, right? So we know that we don't like how that feels. Boom. We dislike that. It's too much. We don't appreciate that. Come on now, Kimberly. Has that not been the thing this week? And how I want to spin it for you, because it's been it's worked for me. And y'all know I'm not a gatekeeper. So if I can offer you anything that will give you some mental or emotional solace when you are in that place is that, you know what? And I tell you what, Kim G is on here. And so we're going to tap on the Kim G, is that maybe you're not doing too much, but maybe, just maybe, it could be a few things. Whatever it is that you are doing too much for, it may not have the capacity to hold you, right? It could be a few different things, but I'm learning that as this theme has come up and as we've talked about it, because what I love, and I'll get into that for my second hate it or love it tonight, is that, when we can kind of like just kind of talk through some of those things, some of those triggers, you recognize that you weren't doing too much. It's just that maybe the spaces you might have been trying to flourish in or bloom in, it wasn't enough to hold you, right? So that feeling that comes up, it's unfortunate. It doesn't feel good. Not good. But when it comes up, for me, I am now using it as a ticker, right? I'm using it as a baseline to establish is what I'm doing here. Do I need to move along, right? Do I need to go to other pastures? What is it that I need to do? Because it's just like, it can't be me because I'm only being myself. I'm only being who God designed me to be. So if that's doing too much, if it's for relationships, if it's at your job, okay, you know what I'm saying? If it's in your craft, it's fine for you. Walk truly within that. But when that feeling comes up, and we know that that's a hated it, again, we filed that away in the hated it category. What has helped me is to use it as a ticker to really just establish, is what I'm doing here, is it still worth it? Is this still what I want to do? Do I want to be here? Do I want to get up and still go to this job? What do I want to do? I just want to share that with you. Cam said, I'm going to do the most every time, ever. And the people who don't like it, that part. I've definitely just been running into some situations where, people just quite frankly don't like the way that I run my programs. Whether if it's, in business or how I conduct myself, what I tolerate or what I don't tolerate, I'm real quick on, I will move around. And especially if people, because people will outly say, oh, you doing too much. Oh, girl, why you doing this? The number one thing that I get, oh, girl, you overdressed. You this, you that. I'm like, I can't help it that I'm cute and I got style and I like to put that ish on. I can't help that. But if that's too much for you, maybe I don't need to be a part of that. Use it as a ticker, y'all. So that was a little bit of a hate it and love it. Tamika, Tamika? She said it's okay. Wait, it called be okay with self and accepting self, others where they're at. Okay, I got where you go. I got where you're going. You got to accept yourself first before you can accept anybody else. Y'all, I don't know what these cameras or this lights is doing. I don't know what's going on tonight. So y'all just bear with me and listen to my voice. But yeah, you have to, and a lot of the times when people feel like that you're doing too much, it's because they're not comfortable within their own skin or their own situations. Well, my entrepreneurs that's in here, that you told somebody what it was that you were doing, and they like, that's too much. You doing too much. What, does somebody feel me tonight? Because I know personally, it's just like, wait a minute, you doing too much. And it's just like, no, maybe that might be your limitations. Or you might feel like that's your ceiling, but that has nothing to do with me. We're going for it. What's up, Jocelyn? She said, hey, I love that shirt. Thank you. It's a dress. It's a dress, sis. Portia. Don't make me call Portia. Okay, don't make me call Portia. She has a Valentine's Day event coming up. Now, we're going to be in the building. We're going to be out at Never Hangry. Honey, we're going to have not one, not two. Sis, is it 3 cocktails? Tell me. I think it's 3 cocktails. It's 3 cocktails. And we're going to have some food from Never Hangry. So y'all make sure that y'all go and get y'all tickets right now. Go get them. Tamika, she said, you will be the villain in some people's story. And sometimes you have outgrown the space you are at. So yeah. Tamika, I tell you what, I used to have a problem for real, sis. I used to have a problem with not wanting to be perceived as the villain. I did. Can we talk for real, y'all? Oh my God. What my drink? Y'all know we gotta have our drink. If I hate it and love it. I used to have a problem with that. I'm like, oh my God. And look, and ask Kim. Kim is probably the person that knows. She know I used to feel like, I don't want to be mean. I don't want it. Oh my goodness. It was horrible, y'all. Like, I don't do it. Don't do it. You got to be comfortable. I don't care. Be the villain. Portia, okay, it's 3 cocktails. We are having not 1, not 2, but 3 cocktails. Y'all make sure that y'all get into them. I got my ticket already. So I'm talking to y'all as a ticket purchaser. I purchased my ticket. Sis, drop the link, drop the flyer. Tiffany is back. Come on now. The House of Harvey. Understand. Hey, girl. Hey, exactly. No one can determine what's too much for you. Yeah. You know what? Don't let anyone else decide your capacity. So when you go around people, whether if you're an entrepreneur, you're just a regular person, and then, you in there, you dancing in the mirror, you doing your stuff, and they're like, girl, you all dancing in the mirror. You doing this, or you trying to start a business, or you trying to go for a higher paying job, or you want to move out of state. Don't let nobody discourage you. Look, people tell me they stuff, and I'm just like this. Well, look, how about we go through some strategy of how you can get there quicker and more efficiently? May you have more people that when you are in your state or where you might be doing the most, as far as whatever society is saying for you, that they help you do a little bit more. I mean, if my people are showing out, we showing out too. Come on now. Please. Tamika said, mean is the new boundaries. Laughing but serious. Yeah, you know what? And it comes off that way. If especially as the person when you did not set boundaries like that before. Because baby, I'm setting boundaries now. I'm just like, oh, entertain foolishness. Oh, I'm alarmed. Oh, I'm doing too much. Let me get from around here. These are not my people. This is not my situation. This is not the right place where I need to be. I won't harp. I'm going to move along. Kim, am I really too much, or are you doing too little? Clock it. Are you doing enough? Why are we, as a matter of fact, why are we trying to check capacities for the people that we rock with or have to be in close vicinity to? Why are you even trying to measure what we got going on? Because it's like, we just supposed to be existing in this thing together. Be it no matter what it is. This could be your coworker. This could be your lover. This could be your family member. This could be your child. Because I don't like to see them. I don't like to see the parents. Now I'm not a parent, so I'll keep it light and I'll keep it cute. But I don't like to see the ones they just like sit down and they the kid be wanting to dance. I'm like, put them on a dance troupe. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, we got to get that energy out somewhere. Let's not try to suppress people. And if you can't handle it, move around. Come on, Portia, with that. She said, or you can DM me. I don't know if that's clickable here. Yeah, and y'all should have already followed Portia from when she was a guest on the Blueprint Live a few weeks ago. So y'all make sure that y'all get in tune with my sis. Now, moving along. I tell you what, she said, because it's of insecurities. And look, Tamika, I need y'all to get with her because mental health. We have a real one. Y'all remember Tamika? She definitely a friend of the Blueprint Live and always speaks the truth. We got to delve in sometime. Now, I'll say this. My love it this week. Because I know we started off, we have to go there, but I have to get that off my chest. But the love it this week is that, look, y'all, I told you we're going to be talking about the brunch the whole time. But I'm really, really excited because, look, we even had Tiffany check in. The spirits, oh my goodness. Tomorrow I have a post that's coming out to officially announce all of the mixologists that'll be a part of it. And here, I'll give y'all a sneak peek. One of them is in the chat right now. And she got an event coming up. I think she just dropped the link. Clock it. Okay. But the love it is that, the spirit partners and my mixology partners. Wow. I'm excited for the cocktails that's coming that day. We ain't even got to the food yet. I'm still just letting people know like how we gonna get lit. Cause see, you gotta. I'm trying to introduce it to y'all real quick. we got to introduce the lit part first. I'm so excited. When I tell you that planning events with the Blueprint Media Company is my heart's desire. I love to do it. Like when I tell you, I be up to 2-3 in the morning, y'all. And see, Tracy, if you on this live, I'm gonna call you back, girl. When I tell you I ran out of time, but I love doing this stuff and just these, the people that we come together. I just encourage y'all to get some community out here. Get some people that love y'all for real. Because when I tell you, everybody that's involved, whenever they have stuff, my calendar is literally filled all the way up until September of this year. Because when we say linked and lit, like you can't just be the person that just like you just reaping and got people supporting you and got people, coming to your stuff. You have to reciprocate those things. And I wanted to speak on something real quick in terms of, I think the motivation, because I was recently asked the question for an upcoming interview that I have. And it made me think about just like my why with the LinkedIn Lit Brunch. And I want to tell y'all this. Some of the things that I built in my business or the communities or the opportunities and everything was because of what I genuinely lacked at that time. And for me being a solopreneur, I'm a corporatepreneur, y'all, because y'all know I go and get it in the daytime and then I work the Blueprint at night. But I really I wanted to create a space because I didn't have a lot of spaces. I went into a lot of spaces and it's like, you go and try to network, it's dry. You feel me? Like you go, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, all we got is tea and water. I like to have a little fun. I like to let loose, and not let loose in a way where we wild because we're professionals, right? But really let our hair down and get to know one another and to see, to have the deeper conversations to see what is it that we need? How can we grow? How can I help you? That's been always my spirit. So when I went into a lot of spaces and they were fun, and of course, I met wonderful people along the way, which is why I'm able to feature so many people within the brunch. But it just wasn't a lot of spaces where the environment was just really like, it's like, we ain't got to be hoity-toity when we come in here. You can come in and be yourself. Who are you authentically Monday through Friday? Like, who are you during the week? Who are you during the month? What's your first quarter looking like? How can we support? Let's come together in grows. I wanted to build the community that I didn't have. And I wanted to do it in a fun and exciting way with some dope ass people. So for real, the love it until April 25th, the love it until for everything that I'm doing is going to, it's going to be that. But it's the LinkedIn Lit Brunch for me personally, because when I tell you, I put out that vendor flyer and my tables was gone in 2.5 days. I was just like, well, I done made all this extra marketing and didn't even need it. When you are intentional, God will bless you. And I'm a living testament of it. And I want y'all to come and be a part of my testament. Come on. Like, I know so they already started getting their tickets. I'm like, it's really an experience. So tomorrow I'm releasing my mixologist. Another one is in the comments. I'm looking. Hold on. Let me get over here. Portia said, I'm ready to get LinkedIn lit. Best brunch in Chicago. Come on now. Clock in. Yes. And you know what? Look, Portia, and I see Darius is here too. He said, come on, LinkedIn lit. He definitely is ready. Look. Portia did a demo for us last time and everyone loved it. Like, when I tell you we had a blast, we're doing another one. Like, sis hosts cocktail classes that are fun. Go follow her. If you go and follow her, you will literally see the experiences for yourself. And I've gone to the class, and look, we had a good time up in there. And I came home. I was like, babe, I'm like, do you want some Olive Garden? Baby, I had a tour of Italy. It was a vibe. Thank you. And Darius was he was our main bar star. Okay. And him and Chris, they were the two. They took care of the entire room with our featured cocktails that they curated. Okay. Darius sells drinks every week. Darius, I'm putting you back up here. Drop your business so that when they can connect with you. He has a different special. Darius, you drop it on Sundays, right, friend? Drop the next one. I want it in the comments because you need some drinks too. Tamika said, love this sisterhood and celebrating each other in business. Absolutely. And Tamika, look, sis, like we gonna connect offline. Tamika is the truth. I need y'all to get with her too. And I don't know if you having the other boat party. I'm sorry I didn't get to make it to that one last year. But you let me know if you having some other stuff, because I'm trying to fill my calendar up with things and be intentional this year. Okay. But Darius and Portia, they are joining us back. It's only growing. I've already outgrown the space. I tell you what, for those that have joined me, we have to go bigger for the fall. And I'm scared. That's the hate of it. Clock it. But if your dreams don't scare you, they might not be big enough. So scare yourself. Scare yourself today. Okay. Now look, I have to take a quick break, because I just want to keep it brief. You know, we try not to kick no dead horses around here. But when I come back, we're gonna hop into tonight's What Would You Do? Y'all, this one is bad. I already have my shot of Copajn, because y'all already know, baby. It's Copajn, baby. Clock that. But when we come back, this What Would You Do is off the chain. I want y'all to stick around, because sis is in the doghouse. Darius said, don't be scared. They say be scared and be delusional. I am. I'm both of them. I'm both of them. And look, and the one thing that I love about all my friends too, because before I go on break, hold on, I'm gonna share this with y'all. I went back and forth on if I was gonna make this the hate it or love it, but another common thing that I've noticed, and I have, it's very unfortunate. It's just sometimes when you find yourself kind of outgrowing different spaces, and this could be friendships. For me, it's been certain bonds or different things where I'm just like, man, I'm like, it don't seem like we on the same page no more. But I'll tell you this, I find myself so grateful every day, especially as an entrepreneur, for the new people that have come into my life, and the people that we have, we've been intentional about things. I want y'all to not be afraid to lose people or lose different situations or dynamics that no longer fit or align with where you are. Don't be afraid. Because I would say this, of course, I still got my dogs. I got people I've been friends with for years and years and years. And of course, we still close, but allow new bonds and friendships and dynamics to form for you too. Right? That's how we grow and we evolve and we meet different people along the way. Don't be afraid to meet people along the way. So I'll leave y'all with that. That's my love it. Right after this break, we're going to hop into this spicy What Would You Do? Be right back. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. Let me hop in these comments because y'all was over here saying some things. Hold on. Darius, Portia, gratitude for sure definitely means a lot. Hey, look, Darius, Portia introduced me to Darius. And when I tell you we all locked in, like I can't wait. They all have some really exciting things coming up this year. We got to do it. Portia, she hopping on her masterclass. Look, she outside of the cocktail classes, y'all, she also teaches. She's helping the bartenders become raw, okay, rawer than what they are. What Christian homegirl? Whitney, hello. How are you, girl? Hi. Darius said, if you don't realize that God will force you out of that atmosphere and space for sure. 100%. And it's a force, Darius, that you cannot deny. It's a force that you cannot deny. Tamika said, yes, people and doors closed so new people can come to take you all to the new level. Come on now. Kim, Darius Jones, very true. That definitely happened to me last month. Come on now. We elevating. And I love I love my people. I love all my people for real. Now let's get into this. What would you do tonight? Told y'all I got my little shot here. So it's a little one. It's not filled up. Baby, we gonna need it. Now let me tell y'all, this wife that's I saw this in Marriage Life Uncensored with permission. I was, given permission to go ahead and read this to you all to see what would you do in this situation. She says you need a fit check. It's just a little dress, honey. Ooh. It's a dress. Look, we don't want the YouTube people to get on and be, they get a little spicy and start saying explicit things, girl. I'm just gonna give them a little bit. So tonight's what would you do? Me and my husband were arguing big time right now. He always brings up my ex from 15 years ago, and it's so effing annoying. I've never given this man a reason to feel like I still have feelings for that lame. She, put that in quotes. I think I had an old picture on my Google Drive that I didn't realize was still there. And since then, he's been insecure about him. Anyway, just now he brought him up again, going in big time and not giving me an opportunity to talk. So finally, when he says, did he F you that good that you did all of this for him? And all I could say was, yes, he did. Because he wouldn't let me talk. And anything that I would have said, he wouldn't have listened to me anyway. I know I messed all the way up by telling him yes. He told me I just planted a seed of doubt in him that he will never forget. And I feel horrible for saying yes, knowing dang well I don't even remember anything from that relationship as it was so long ago. I hate how he always brings it up. How do I fix this, or is there even hope to fix it? Y'all, I don't know what the heck these lights is doing. It's like a lot going on with these lights. It's starting to tick me off. She said meow. Yeah. Yes, they clown all the time with the spicy comments on YouTube. And yes, she said that lame. So this is the thing. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I had to learn very, very early. Especially like Anthony and I are going into our 15th year of being together. You have to be very mindful of what you say to your significant other, because when you say bad things, they stick. They stick. You can't take it back once it's out. So sis, now she said yes. Girl, hold on. Can we ladies gather in? I think we all can agree that even if it was the best, never should that be uttered in her current relationship. Never. What, girl? That's one of those things. Let me tell y'all this. And one thing I love after being with, I've been with my husband for 15 years. I have friendships and different things, deep friendships. We are talking about trusting friendships, real sisterhood, where some comments or your actual commentary about how you feel, we have to file that under a girlfriend key. Let me break it down for you. This should have played out that it's like, absolutely not. What do you mean? Because if this is your person, this is your husband, this is not just some boyfriend or a situationship, it's not one of those. This is your spouse, right? So the goal is never to hurt them intentionally, especially when you have control over it. You know what the trigger is. Why lean on it? Because look, this is the thing. I know we get a lot of the what would you do's and the guys be wrong, but we got to call out the ladies too when they be acting up. You have to be mindful, because just the same way that he could say something that could hurt you and scar you for years, you in therapy trying to get over it 2 to 5 years after the incident occurred. You have to be mindful when the shoe is on the other foot as well. Okay, so we got to have some accountability here. That is filed under a key. Even if the answer was yes, sis. Even if he did do you so good that you doing all of this, whatever all of this is, we just talked about doing too much. Whatever that is, that's something you share with a girlfriend, a close confidant. You don't give that actual commentary to your spouse. That's mean. I'm sorry. Whitney said, yes, I had to learn that about year 3 of being married. You have to be mindful. And then this is the thing. Don't get it twisted now. I'm not sitting here acting superior where I will negate the fact that, of course, in the relationship that there have been some things that I've said that may have been abrasive. Okay. Because sometimes you have to have hard conversations. But when it's things that you can control, and for one thing that I love, let me tell you this. We don't ask about past situations or different things like that, The only thing I needed to know when I got with mines 15 years ago is baby, is you clean? We finna go we finna do some things because I'm an adult, you an adult. We was out here adulting. Let's keep it a buck. But I don't need to be asking you about your ex and no stuff like that unless, there's been conversations, right? Where it's just like, oh, well, what happened when you was in that situation, But never anything to put down the significant other, Never. Why? Whitney says she need a diary with a lock. Baby, she need the one, she need one with facial recognition on it. Do you hear me? Kim, so this recap, basically the lady and her husband always brings up her ex from years ago. He found a picture of him on her Google Drive that she wasn't even aware that was there. He asked her, did he F you that good that you doing all of this for him? Because they had been arguing about this situation. And she told him, yes, he did. And although it wasn't true from what she's saying, her husband is extremely upset. Naturally so. And but she had just kind of reached a boiling point. So look, now that we've kind of, because we're not going to condemn sis, because this is the thing. That was your raw reaction. So I'm not here to shame you. MzMetchi don't want to shame you. But if I were you, what I would do is you're going to have to call the conversation to the forefront because although he was getting on your nerves, and I know what that is. I understand you were angry. You had reached a boiling point. It became too much for you to continue to keep hearing about someone who was irrelevant. So you thought you would stir the pot. Well, it's come to boil. And it's time for you to cook, sis. So this. If I were you in this situation, I'm pulling mines to the side to say, hey, I took in what you told me about it planting a seed of doubt. But let me tell you, I reached a certain point and I was trying to say something to you to shut this conversation down because I don't feel that way. This man is not significant to me. I don't even remember anything about this thing because I'm in this situation right here. This consumes me. It has consumed me in a good way. I'm where I want to be. I'm not focused on this person. I don't know why that picture was on the Google Drive. I have no idea. And I have no problem with deleting it in front of you because we walk away from the past, right? Like when we get into our final destination, like our relationship, say that you're sorry, but let him know that frustration came from somewhere. You got to address the root of where it came from because it was malicious, especially if you didn't mean it and if it wasn't even something that's memorable. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to mess my marriage up over somebody that don't matter. It's like you a non-factor. Oops. Go and open up the conversation. Allow your voice to be heard also about your frustration with this, with the whole conversation and how it continues to keep coming up, and make an honest attempt to try to bury it. Put it to rest. If I were in your shoes, sis, that's what I would do. I'm pulling up on mine. Let's have a conversation. Because women, look, ladies, y'all know we can be scathing with these mouths of ours. As sweet as pie as we are, as nice as we are, we'll pray for you and do all that other stuff. When it's time to cut up, we will go there with you. Grate you like cheese. Sometimes we can go too far. And I'm not saying that it's right or that it's okay, but sometimes it happens. So when it does, be a real one. Sis, be real. That for worst part. this is the for worse part, right? Like, this is the for worse part where you like, we arguing, we in a rough storm, and y'all have been there. Like, I'm talking to my people that you've been in long-term relationships, and even if y'all together, not together, y'all live together, married, you know what I'm saying, in and out, off and on, whatever it is that you have going on, okay? Long-term things, y'all gonna have some periods where y'all not gonna vibe, and y'all gonna harp on things, and you're gonna nag each other and drive each other insane and through the wall. Do you know how many people broke up during COVID because they had to spend an exponential amount of time with each other? Okay. You're going to have storms. You're going to have things that's going to come up. And it's like, what do we do now? When we're wrong, we take accountability. Accountability is not just for the male species. It's not just for us. It's for anyone that does something that's malicious to a thing, a person, an entity, or whatever it is that they love and that they cherish. I don't know about y'all. I cherish I cherish mine, even in the rough times, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we got to try to do what we can and not be as scathing as we could be, because women, we are lethal. And this is the thing, what I love about women, sometimes we'll cut you up and won't even say more than a few words. You see how all she said was, yes, he did. But we have the body, we have the inflection, we have all of that where it's just like this. He did. Scathing. Don't cut up on your spouse. Reserve that for the people that, are crappy towards you and they don't take care of your heart. they play with you. You know what I'm saying? They do that. You reserve that behavior for the people that are like that. We don't take that home. We can't take that one. Once we come inside the door and we lock that door, we leave the other stuff out. That's what I would do if I was in your situation, sis. Kim said, well, damn, he's nosy as hell. And she was mad. I think I read that one already. Sorry. Whitney said, no lies. And Kim said, the mouth is lethal. Yeah. And we don't like to use that. Do y'all know that anytime I've ever had to like go off on somebody or do all that other stuff, and I'll share this. I can share this with y'all. But when I didn't really have to cut up and just say some stuff that it hurt, it hurt for me to let the words come out of my mouth. I likely cried afterwards because I just couldn't believe that I had got that low down and dirty with it, right? And it wasn't even needed. Half the time when you get to that level where you got to go that far, it ain't even worth it. It's not worth it. Go have the conversation. Pull them to the side, sis. Pull them to the side. You know your husband, so you know when to do it. Get to buttering up. We have to do it. Now, I don't think that the original thing of him continuing to bring it up was insane. David, what's going on? He said, what's going on watching from Duncanville, Texas in a Popeyes drive-through, period. And make sure that y'all get his Cajun Sparkle. Put his Cajun Sparkle in the bag. Okay? Because that's our friend. He's tuning in from Texas. What's up? What's up, y'all? So y'all drop what you would do in the comments. I mean, I don't know. Let me know if we can touch and agree on this. She's got to open up the conversation. And be prepared for some scathing things to be said back to you. Ooh. Come on now. I know somebody hear me out there. You ever be like, oh, you thought you ate with whatever you said, and then they came back with something that was even worse? You like, I'm alarmed. Why would you say that to me? And when you're talking about like past partners or different things like that, it could really get that way. Because look, a lot of people out here that they forever person, they don't really end up with like the typical partners that they usually have. Can we have a real conversation? So when you go into that lane and you go and you say something that's undercutting to your partner, please always prepare on either side to be undercut. You might not do something as good as the girl from college. You know what I'm saying? Like they might have had somebody before you that was a little bit more seasoned. If that's what you want to go with, right? Like these are real things. So when you say bad things to your partner, to your spouse, you got to be prepared for the ricochet. You got to be prepared for it. David said, about to order this sweet and spicy wings. The skinny man got to eat. Okay, look, get your food. You got to get your food, friend. Look, get the fries, get you some mashed potatoes. That'll get you where you need to be. And Whitney, she said, I'm weak. Look, it says, did I lie? Did I lie? Did I lie? He said with a starry pop drink. That sounds like a meal, friend. Now, after this break, we're gonna go into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. We moving right along tonight. Can I tell y'all a secret? Here's the first What's Happening, What's Up. I'll give you a sneak peek. MzMetchi is hungry. I'm hungry, baby. I gotta go and get me something, a little bit of something. Now, the stories that I have for you all tonight, it's gonna be a few things. We'll jump in right after this break. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you could treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Now, I was looking at these comments. I'm about to put it on here. When he said he making me hungry. Yes, as he was describing the food, and then when I just said it out my mouth over here, I promise y'all that my stomach just growled. I have to be real. Let me get Kim's comment up here because, baby, she let us know. I would do everything that you just said, and then I will also reiterate, I'm tired of having this conversation, and I don't want to keep having this conversation. And if this is something that's going to always be an issue, maybe we need to take some time apart. This seems like a little bit deeper than him feeling insecure. He could be. Dare I say, he may have a guilty conscience about something he's got going on. Wait, hold on. Well, girl, before we hop into the what's happening, what's up? Now, if you all are just joining us, tonight's What Would You Do? The young lady admitted to her husband. Well, she didn't admit, but he kept pressing her about an ex. He found a picture on her Google Drive that she didn't know was there, or that it was still there. And she she definitely was feeling away because he kept bringing it up. They were arguing really bad. He said, is this, this is, he's like, did he F you that good? And she's like, yes, he did. So we were talking about solutions to help her. And Kim, yeah, I would absolutely throw in the fact of, we don't need to keep having this conversation. This is irrelevant. Y'all, this light is taking me off. It's like, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know. Anyway, moving on to tonight's what's happening, what's up. Let me go ahead and just get this on the screen, baby. We're gonna keep moving. Now, look, for anybody that's out there looking for a job, now Six Flags, Great America, they're looking for about 3,000 workers for their 50th anniversary season. They are anticipating groves of people coming in to celebrate the 50th year of Great America. So if you all are looking to obtain employment, they're looking for positions including at the rides, food and beverage, aquatics, admissions, entertainment, EMT, paramedics, security, everything. So if you know somebody that's out there, go. They are having a hiring event. Okay, this is out in Gurnee, Illinois, for all my people that's out of town. They are holding a hiring event on Saturday, February 21st from 11 to 3. It's at 542 North Route 21 in Gurnee. So you all make sure that if you're looking for a job, you know someone that they are actively seeking consistent employment for the season. Have them go and apply. They hiring. Now, I was really sad to hear about this. Y'all know we love us some Lil Jon, the king of crunk. Did you all hear that his son is missing? His son, DJ Young Slay, is also in the same industry. They've had plenty of videos or different things together, but he was last seen on Tuesday at 6, and I know that I haven't had a chance to really scour the sites afterwards, but I'm hoping that he has been found. I'm hoping that somebody can confirm that his son was found here tonight. But the last time that I checked, he's been missing since earlier this week. So he ran out of his house. He hasn't been seen since. And they said that he left on foot without his cell phone. So there's not even a way to track him or to figure out what's going on. But they feel like that he may be disoriented and in need of help. Okay. Another set of news that was rolling out. How many people like Pizza Hut? I don't know. Do y'all let me know? Well, over the next few months, they're saying that they're going to be closing hundreds of locations. Yum Brands, yummy, Yum Brands. They're the owners of KFC, Taco Bell, like all of those chains. They said that they're looking to close about 250 stores during the first half of 2026. They only saw, only a little bit of sales from a lot of places that weren't performing that well. Now, this is the thing that I thought was the kicker. Most of the Pizza Huts that you saw, they were dine-in only, right? They were dine-in. You go, it's supposed to be like a pizza night experience, whatever. Well, apparently Domino's came and took over the industry where Pizza Hut was really the number one. It was, Pizza Hut. I think we all remember them. Domino's was kind of like, whatever, give me Pizza Hut. Well, when Domino's switched to delivery and carry out, and doing that model, it worked for them. So I think Pizza Hut, I think you all are going to be seeing a lot of the expresses. Okay. David, praying I hope this gets the same search apples that Savannah's mom is getting. I know she's a news anchor, but all missing should get the same efforts. Look, this is the thing. That is actually, I love that you jumped there, David. I feel like let's go into it. That is also one of my news stories that I have for you all. And let me go down to it so I can make sure that we are on the same page. So yeah, with Savannah Guthrie, her 84-year-old mom was kidnapped from her home, y'all. Wow. What the heck is going on out here? It's a lot going on right now. She said they need to bring back Book It. That part. They need to get partnered back with the schools. That's where they lost their flair. They need to go carry out style, but you can get a carry out pizza if you read these books and they partner with the schools. That we need what is it? The Book It's, the scholars, all of the scholastics, everything. Let's get them all together. Scholastics and Book It, we need y'all back in the game. Now, did you all watch the Grammys? She said, I hope they'll find them safe. Me too. He likes Pizza Hut as well. Me too, David. She said, girl, when Domino's started at $6.99 a piece deal, I was sold. Baby, when I tell you ain't look back at Pizza Hut, because they used to be $5.99. Clock it. That's how long I have been getting the Domino's. It used to be $5.99 and then it increased to the $6.99. What a time to be alive. Now, if y'all watched the Grammys on Sunday, I mean, give it up for Kendrick Lamar. He surpassed Jay-Z's record and became the most awarded rapper in Grammy history on Sunday. So give it up for him. Although, I like Kendrick Lamar, of course, but y'all know he came at my love, my baby love. We're not going to even speak on that, but he did. It's okay. It's okay. But he did, it's certainly something to celebrate. With the Grammys, I felt like the one year that I decided not to tune in and watch it was the year that it was off the chain. Did y'all see Justin Bieber's performance? Kimberly, I'm not even putting that on the screen. I will put it on the screen quickly, take it off. Quickly and then take it off. Yeah. David said, what some fast food spots are getting is how tapping into nostalgia could be lucrative. People deal with a lot, and for one moment, they could go to a place that creates an experience of an escape, such as a good grab-and-go pizza with red cups and buffets with the environment of family and connection, especially during a time like today on the need to feed some level of community is high. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you know what? The nostalgia will do it. It'll do it. It will. I certainly remember those times and getting going and having pizza with my family. I remember the cinnamon sticks when they first came out with those. Like, my history with Pizza Hut goes deep. We go deep and we don't. That's what it does for me. So I agree with that. I think that we should all join their marketing team and help them soar. Y'all see what the guy did for Red Lobster? I'm like, baby, we here for the biscuits. Give me some things that's affordable. Let me get the shrimp. Let me get the ultimate feast. Yeah. I need all of that. Kim said the D'Angelo and Roberta Flack tribute was transcendent. Oh my goodness. Oh, girl. And I'm just seeing all of the clips. Like, Kim, did you watch the whole thing? You have to tell me. And Whitney said she's with David. He said, yes, I saw the Justin Bieber performance. It was good. Yeah, and I feel like it was so many just different hidden messages. Because y'all, I need y'all to understand, like, look, also what's happening, what's up. And we, y'all, I try not to go too political with things, but I just want us to talk about how, for a second, the government is kind of playing in our face with not releasing all of these files and releasing them, and they've been redacted and all of this other stuff. What's going on? I know y'all heard about Bill and Hillary Clinton, that that they're going to go and they're going to testify, right? They were mentioned so many times throughout these files. It's a lot of things that's going on. Like, we talk about entertainment and everything, world news. It's a lot going on. It's a little bit too much. Now, something that I thought was some cute news. Did y'all know that Martin Lawrence's daughter, Jasmine, is married to Eddie Murphy's son, Eric? I know y'all knew this. They look so cute. Well, they're expecting their first child. And it's like the fact that Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy went from like acting alongside each other to like literally they are families. They get to be granddaddies together for real. That was just great news. I was like, I love this. I love this. David said, I missed the Pizza Hut buffets of the 80s and sitting at the tables. This, oh my goodness. So they had buffets in the 80s, friend? Because I was just a little girl. I don't remember. You gotta tell us. David said, Bad Bunny wins album of the year. Happy for him. It was time for him to win. Yeah, you know what? A lot of people just took home Grammys. I was happy for Kehlani. I was, is it Durand? Oh my goodness. I was so happy for him. Let me tell y'all how. I have this song that I've been listening to called Free Fall with Durand and K Tronada. One of my favorite songs. Like, I had literally listened to it that morning when I was driving around, right? I had listened to it. Do y'all know my silly butt did not connect the two, that when he won his Grammy, this was his first Grammy. He's been in the industry for 20 years, that this was him on this song. I had never made the connection for it. I just want to let go, free fall. When I tell you it's a bop, catch me, baby, here I go. A vibe. Do you hear me? I was so happy that he got a Grammy. I was happy for a lot of the people that broke out and they had, yes, his 100%. His speech was on point. I loved it. Every moment of it. Whitney said, I found out this week on Threads. I said, oh, totally deserving. Totally deserving. Now, I'm gonna take y'all back in time, and we're gonna talk about it in a respectful fashion. Y'all know R. Kelly is locked up, right? And I know that everybody remembers the infamous tape. Need I say more? Well, the young lady that was in the tape at the time, she was 14 years old. Rashana Landfair, she's broken her silence, y'all. She is coming out here to tell her story about that time and what's been going on. Y'all, we are living in some times where things are being revealed. Said David, he was Erykah Badu backup singer. Yeah, I mean, look, it don't get no better than that. Her coming out and breaking her silence, I'll keep you all posted on the things that I see as far as that story is concerned. Very unfortunate situation. Nobody has to be silent about whatever it is that they experience, and we all deserve a space to tell our story. So, man, That's deep, right? I mean, I don't know. I feel like how traumatic. How traumatic. So you have to pray for people when they're breaking out and telling their life story. You have to pray for them. Pray for the peace, because a lot of times when you open up and you talk about the things that's going on in your life or that has gone on in the past, you open yourself up and make yourself susceptible to so many things. So when I see stories like that, I feel like that it takes great courage, so much bravery to say like, hey, you know what? I know that I was hidden. I know that I kept this how it was, but it's time for me to break out and to tell my side of things. I'll leave y'all with that one, okay? Did you all see Jarrell Miller in a boxing match literally getting his wig peeled back? Now, this is the thing. As a wig wearer, a unit wearer, someone I understand, and sometimes you may not even want to glue it down. I get it. I think what disturbed me was when I saw that he had done an interview. I believe it was the Breakfast Club. And he was sitting there with the piece, the top still missing. Okay, cool. I'm like, embrace it. Embrace it. But he said that he had paid $700 for the install. That was what got me. I'm like, y'all didn't even have to do Jarrell like that. Not for the 700. It peeled back, y'all. Back. I'm like, y'all didn't have to do him like that. He could have got somebody to do that for him for less than $250, and it wouldn't have moved. Do you hear me? It wouldn't have moved. David said, serious question. Did they show those tapes in court and the parents are on the statement instead of it? Was it their daughter and see you working with R. Kelly? And I wonder if any of that is in the book, because if she didn't call her parents in the book and put all the blame on them together, good morning, a prophet healing this calling out everybody, no matter what the backlash is. Well, you know what, David? I guess with this situation, we'll just have to see what it is that she shares from her perspective, right? So, but as far as in court, to my knowledge, I believe that those videos at the time, when she was, that age, she was younger, I believe that they were played out. Yeah. Yeah. That's that. And Whitney, I'm gonna put your comment back up. 700, girl. He said he paid $700. 700. David, that was funny. He wore that and he did get it knocked out in that match. Peeled back. It was like, boo, boo, boo. I'm going to take a quick break. And when I come back, we're going to hop into tonight's topic, which it's a couple things that I want to share with you all. Some things that was dropped on my lap from Anthony. He shared a few things with me that I feel like, especially my Chicago residents, I got to get y'all to weigh in on this right after this break.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you could treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. What we got going on in the comments? David said, now what made him wear a toupee to a boxing match? I don't know, but that's bad on the stylist. I would be probably like, not blasting them, but I definitely would tell my insiders like, nah, we might not want to go to them. They charging $700 and it's getting knocked back. Like, don't be in no thing where it's you shaking up. He was shaking and stirred, honey. Do you? 700. Look, in all seriousness though, let's talk. Y'all, it was some disturbing footage floating around on Facebook yesterday. of the shooting that happened in Chicago near the Gresham neighborhood. A young lady was killed. The father of her child was injured. And they also had their new, they had a baby in the back seat who, by the grace of God, was okay. But how traumatic is that? On the video, from at least the perspective that popped up that I saw, it got intense quickly, very quickly. And it's scary. We are in some scary times, y'all. Scary. You got to be on alert all the time. And anytime that I see situations like that, you think about your own traumas and things that you went through, and somebody pulled out a pistol on you, and you just like, whoa. It do something to you. And it appears that the gentleman that was in the car was probably the intended target. And I don't speak on drill stuff. That's not my lane. I don't do that. But it's just unfortunate. What's more unfortunate is that, apparently since the top of the year, there's been over 40 different shootings throughout the Chicagoland area. And Mayor Brandon Johnson has been receiving a great deal of criticism. This week he had, reporters firing off on him, saying that he's like, you're supporting Minneapolis and what's going on there, and there's chaos in the city. Chaos. Y'all know MzMetchi got a big girl job in the daytime, and the district where my company sits, where our building sits that we manage, oh my goodness, we've seen such an uptick of crime and BS and buffoonery in the city. Okay, this is supposed to be the good parts of the city, honey. It's nothing really going on that's too good. They're breaking in, they're stealing things, very unfortunate times. And I tell you what, I want to send a reminder to the ladies, or even the guys, because this is the thing. It's some girls that's out here on some gangster stuff too. If you're not about that life, be mindful of who you are dealing with, because sometimes people, and this is nothing against them, because we don't victim shame. Like, they are all victims. Everyone that was in that car, the baby, the mother, the father, horrible. Because I just feel like that no matter what is going on, like, we got to get out of this eye for an eye type of thing, right? But y'all, I don't know. It's deeply disturbing to me, when people get wrapped up in somebody else's situations. You know what I'm saying? Because when we have families, when we have things that we could lose or things that could be compromised, we got to move certain type of ways. I'm just moving away. I don't want to make no enemies if I don't have to. No, I don't think anybody knowingly goes into it with that, or especially expects it to escalate to a place where you could lose your life. Jesus, have mercy on our city. Have mercy on our city. The criticism that was headed the mayor's way, I mean, you know what? Look, I feel like that sometimes, and I can speak to this because I am not a resident within the city. I work there though, and I have to handle a lot of different things, and we have to come up with just task forces and just different things that we have to do security wise to protect the people that we serve within our space. It's a rough time in the city right now, and we support Minneapolis 100%. We would support any place that is experiencing some things that could potentially come our way, because understand that they could activate in one place. No one is exempt. None of us are exempt. But we gotta take care of home first. It's definitely some things. And see, this is the part. When we talk about the things that have to change around us, it has to change in our areas, we also have to be a part of that change. It's some things that we have to do. So if you're a Chicago resident and you're feeling away, go and attend your town hall meetings. Send the emails, do everything. Let me tell you this, as someone that has to communicate with the city of Chicago often, they are very curt in their responses. Don't get ticked off. Press on anyway. If you need more security or more police presence, whatever it is that you feel like you need for your neighborhood, advocate for that. Don't wait for anyone to save you. Kim said, we're truly in some scary times. David said, to God be the glory, the baby was untouched, but prayers to the family. Deepest condolences to the family, and thank you, Jesus, for the baby being okay. And Brandon Johnson said the city is safe. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like, it just seems like that we're just kind of like, I don't see anything. Hey, babe. He said, update, that shooting is connected to the Mellow Bugs album release party shooting. It was Get Back. See, I mean, wow. That was horrific too. Y'all, my partner, Paris Ice Bar, she was there that night. And it was a scary sight. It was horrible. Oh my God. That makes me sick. Sick. Absolutely sick. Let's see. Now David said, I've heard of that rapper. Yeah, I mean, and this is the thing. She makes some jams. Understand? Some jams. I'm a gangster without liquor. I'm gonna throw that for sure. We did that all summer. Shaking ass on top of cars. Okay. We just want to be safe. And we just want to be safe in the city. She said, that's so sad. It really is, y'all. I don't know. And the topic is just like, because we catching up tonight. I felt like we needed to catch up. That was weighing heavy on me, and Anthony and I, we talked about it this morning, and I was just like, wow, how you see different pieces and fragments of the story. And we got to stop posting these cryptic stuff online. But then if we don't, right, if we don't post the bad stuff, it's like, how would we know? Like, how would we even know what to fix? So I get both sides of the coin. I hate to see it when it pops up. I have to be honest. And I report on it with you guys and we talk about these things, but it's still hard to ingest sometimes. And to know that we just reached, it's February 5th. And to have over 40 different shootings and there's not some things to address what's going on. Now, granted, I stand with him in terms of not wanting to invite in the federal government, because things could get real tricky real quick. And once you invite them in, it's hard to get them out. I think we can all agree on that. But there's got to be something or just some type of way to remedy what we have to do. Take care of home first. I'll leave that there. I want to catch up with y'all about business etiquette. Can we talk a little bit? I am noticing an overwhelming lack of efficient communication, follow-up, feedback. Y'all got to stop doing that. Part of what I do with the blueprint, as far as just like a model that I'm moving towards, is really just helping to get people within different spaces that make sense and that are in alignment for whatever it is that they're doing. I need y'all to stop working against the people that's trying to help y'all. Please. Stop making our jobs harder. It's not a lot of people that want to put you on. I try. I filter my people into anything that I can do that it makes sense for what they've got going on. But I need us not to work against one another. I'm feeling like, and I don't know of what God is trying to do for me. But I'm like, I think he wants me to help in some type of way. And I feel like I need to be able to provide some type of way to help before we ready to launch them where they need to be. Because let me tell you, I mean, I've got my clients, and we are growing our partnerships, the different things, so many fun and exciting things are in the works, right? And I love having been a part of these things to be able to just like, I'm like, this is the launch. This is what we're doing. And I want to be able to help more people. But we have to start with the communication piece. I need you to know before you come to the table what it is that you need so that you could be helped efficiently. I think that that's probably business etiquette number one when you're dealing with others outside of yourself. I didn't even take my shot yet. Did y'all notice? Makita, come on now. Hey, girl, please and thank you. Whitney said, yes, you're the most supportive person I know. Girl, I told y'all earlier as we were talking that, like, I was talking about the LinkedIn Lit Brunch and just why I put it all together. I had to create a space that I didn't feel like that I had within business. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my testimony one day. David said exactly, the hate is so real out here. No, it really is. And it's just, but you know what? I try to help the people. So I feel like that I have to, I'm gonna probably do a little bit more to just help with more of the development piece. And I'm scared. Y'all, when I tell you some of my dreams and the things that I have, it has been terrifying to me. I'm doing it. I get up every day and I do it, right? But I'm like, I'm scared. I'm scared. But it's the good type of scare. It's the scare that it's just like it gives you, I'm like, I don't know, it makes me get all like fluttery and stuff. It does. But yeah, I've just noticed a lot of things. I've tried to work with people. They're booking and not actually, you know what I'm saying, like able to know like availability. And I've been guilty of that too. So and I can only speak to you about things that I've had to overcome myself. I would never sit here and just preach at you like I didn't mess up some stuff. Hey, hi, my name is MzMetchi. And I used to double book myself and did it for about 2.5 years straight until I burnt out and damn near had a nervous breakdown. Here's a shot for me. True tea. All facts. Don't even need to sugarcoat it. Was about to run myself ragged. Do you hear me? When you reach that point, roll it back. Check your own business etiquette against yourself. Okay? Nikita said, do it scared. And Will, fearful. All of that. Whitney said, I can't wait. David, but I tell some people out here in Texas that the hate you give is the same hate you're going to get back to them in the atmosphere. No, for real. And see, this is the thing. If you give out love, you can get love back too. Sometimes you give out love and you could get back hate. You can get back a few things. That's fine. Keep pushing anyway. Keep pushing anyway. And y'all, when I tell you, it's just I love being able to come to this place. I look forward to my Thursdays to be able to really talk with y'all because it's so much that you have to like decompress with throughout the week and everything. And I love that we can come and have like real conversation. And I could tell y'all like, hey, this is what we can do to really move the needle forward. And then we all just actively take a step to do it. And then we support each other along the way. I love y'all. I love y'all for real. For real, for real. But with the business etiquette, communication is key. Let's start being a little bit more timely as far as with things. Let's start, pushing some things up. Don't be afraid to prioritize yourself, right? Don't pass up on different opportunities that can help you grow because you are afraid. I'm afraid often. The funny thing about it is, I'll tell y'all this. Y'all probably don't know it about me because when I go out, I'm very sociable and everything. But every time that I walk into a place or a venue or a different event or just, I've been invited somewhere and I'm very unfamiliar. I have no familiarity with what is going on, who's there, who's going, what's happening. I get nervous. I get nervous in a way that it feels like y'all remember the first day of school jitters. Like that's how it feels, but just as an adult. So it's way more intense. And I'm always thankful when I'm able to go into those spaces and they have a bar. I'm like, yes, I'll have a glass of Sauvignon Blanc, please. I literally experienced it probably the most. I think the most uncomfortable spaces is when I have to go to these different lunches and brunches and dinners and happy hours and stuff for in my corporate life. I don't experience that much for the work I do with my business. But my daytime job, I'm just like, whew, I need something to take the edge off. I have to really turn it on, you know? Yeah. And then we got to know how to like code switch and do a few different things. And when I say code switch, I don't want y'all, please, I don't want nobody getting in the comments like, girl, code switching, it's 2026. But maybe when I say code switching, I'm not talking about like, we're not talking about race. We're talking about, you got to know if you are going to dress like sexy red or like you're going to the office. I'm talking about that type of decorum. Go with me here. Okay. This is all a part of the business etiquette. And I think another thing is that as you are branching out and you're there, we also have to make sure that we are, as we gain support, we give support back. I can't tell you how many times, and y'all know I've been doing my show. January, we celebrated 7 years of the Blueprint Media Company, as well as the Blueprint Live, this particular entity of mine. And I can't tell you how many times over the year I've done the show every Thursday, except for holidays and extreme circumstances that, people have not even shared it. You could do all of the work and they won't even like allow the stuff to hit their page or different things. Like, we have to be reciprocal. That's good business etiquette. Whether if you just work a 9 to 5, you work for yourself or whatever it is, this is what it is. We got to give back a little bit. We can't just pull. We got to be willing to pour too. Don't pull up for a to-go bag when we need help to serve. No. We need you to roll the sleeves up. Put your gloves on. Help us. Give them a spatula, something. Piece of foil. We're making ourselves, we're not just taking, but we're also putting ourselves in positions to be useful, not to be used. It's a clear difference, but to be useful. As people pour into you, you pour back. We're not just pulling, we're pouring too. It's good business etiquette. Because I really just feel like that we just need some schooling as far as with some things. No shade, no tea. And I'm not sitting here again. We're not sitting here as superior, but I'm sitting here as someone with the genuine credibility. And I want to see you win. I want to see you stop tricking yourself out of certain situations or putting yourself in a bind or not managing your time well, not following up when you're supposed to, not being the person of your word for your business. You're not standing on business. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Yeah. And I don't know what the heck I just did with that, but yeah, this is where we're at. And I want to share this. Whitney said, giving away good advice. Yeah, look, y'all know how we do. We have real conversations here. I just been seeing too much buffoonery. I want my businesses. I want us to learn certain things. And I'm recognizing that as I am helping to launch businesses into different spaces that they haven't been before, there is a need for us to work with businesses so everybody could be at the level. All the dogs could come. We all could be where we need to be. Yeah. You say, I know exactly what you mean. Every Thursday through COVID, every Thursday Whitney, did we not have a good time? Whitney came over to my house in COVID. We had a good time. David, right. That's facts there, what you said. For sure. I just want to see us win. I want to see us do better. I want to see us not fumble different opportunities. Yeah. No. It doesn't have to be that way. It could all be so simple. Let's not make it hard. Let's not make it hard. She said we did. It was always a good time. And one thing, let me tell y'all something. Even during COVID, I had liquor. Liquor. I had some liquor over there. We was having a good time. A ball, honey. Liquor, crab legs, everything. Oh, honey, it was a winning season back then. Do you remember? That's all I have for you all for tonight's topic. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. When I come back, we're going to close out with the quote of the night, as always, right after this break. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. What y'all talking about in these comments? Winnie said, you never know how someone can unlock the door you need to get you to your next level. Come on now. I mean, we were talking a little bit about just some business etiquette and just some different things to really just make sure that we're keeping people on the leveling up, of course. And you never know. A lot of the things that have happened to me, I mean, I wouldn't have even gotten my own show. Shout out to Nino Corleone. He has his own station now. But he was the one that brought me into the inner folds of my Radio Chicago. Still very thankful for him for doing that. You know what I'm saying? And all of that was he came out to an event that I was doing already. And, just vibing, just talking, like, just conversation as far as this is what I like to do. And this is what he had. You got to talk to people. Talk. And I also want us to, I'll close this out before I get into the quote from Whitney, and thank you for sharing this. We got to get from behind the computer screens, the tablets, and the phones and get back in person too. There's nothing wrong with in-person networking. Everything doesn't have to be via Zoom and everything. Like, I love the Blueprint Live, and I will forever, like, Thursday nights are ours. It belongs to us. Okay. But I really loved doing the MzMetchi show, being face to face with my guest. I love that. We got to get back to the face to face. Makita, people don't even understand how certain people have the network to build you to the next level. They have no idea. And you know what? See y'all. We was gonna close. We ain't in no. I'm not in a rush, but I'll tell you this. Let me put Makita's comment back on the screen. I love this comment, and I'll tell you this. Something that has been happening to me lately, and I don't know why it's been at such a level, is that people have tried to little bow wow me, right? And and tried to, like, whatever. Only to end up only ending up understanding at a later time, or at the moment when it was supposed to be revealed, that it's just like, no, like, I'm really her. And then this is the thing. I don't say that arrogantly, because let me tell you this. When you really that girl, when you really that guy, when you really the one, when you the one, you the two, you the three, you the four, you the five, you don't have to go around bragging on it. Your aura, it speaks for yourself. That's why people will try to little bow wow you in the first place. Understand it's an attack on your anointing. And when I tell you that when I recognize that, it set me free. I used to have certain situations that happened to me, especially in media, that y'all, I would be in this house in tears. My husband could tell you, my best friend could tell you, I have sent her voice notes, and I'm just like, girl, my feelings so hurt. My feelings ain't hurt no more. Okay? Because they didn't understand who you were, your anointing, and how magnified you were in whatever it is that you do. And it just so happens for me, not to toot my own horn, but toot, beep, beep. I just happen to cross a few different boundary lines in terms of what it is that I'm capable of. So people they won't even understand who they're dealing with. They'll look at you. I have been in situations, I've been in rooms where maybe someone had heard my name or heard about what I did, but they hadn't met me yet, or whatever the case is, and it won't speak, won't do anything. And as soon as they find out who I am, oh, girl, we have to talk. No, we don't. No. Treat people right in all capacities the first time before it's not a next time, because you never know who you know. I learned it from my early days in corporate that you don't know who you are talking to. You respect everybody from the bottom on up. People they don't understand that you have the network to take them to the next level. They don't see it until afterwards. You've already moved on. You found new prospects. You're doing new things. You're on a new route, a new journey, what have you. They won't even know that you was the person that could have helped them get there quicker. People like taking the long routes. Let them. I'm just saying. And I can only tell you from experience because, see, I was the person that tried to force it. I was the one, I'm like, I'll support to the end. I'll show up. I'm reserving me for me in this season. I encourage you to do that too. If you are in any space, in anybody's face, whatever is going on, where it's just like that appreciation, those things are not like that. They don't see you for the divine person that you are, for the abilities that God gave you. They don't see that, or they see it and they want to suppress it. They don't want it to grow. They don't want it to blossom. Get them people from around you. You ain't got to cut them off completely, but get them from the inner folds of what you got going on and what's in your life, because baby, they don't want to see you bloom. If you around somebody and you a delicate flower and every time you bloom, they cut your leaves off your petals, what helps you to grow? What helps you to sprout new little parts? Get them from around you. And I can tell you as someone that is just like, I have to actively practice these things, because it's just like when you love and you a good person for real, people will take advantage of that. They will see in you, like they'll see it in you, but it's like they want to break it down for you. Like, oh, no, like you can't be that girl. And you really the one that can help them get there quickly. You ever met somebody that can make your road easier and you still be like this? I turned the GPS off and I went down the road that didn't have no lights. You chose the wrong route. People don't understand who they have. That was a word, baby. That was a word. Yes, they did try. They have tried. They have tried, but they have no clue. They have no clue. No clue. I tell people I'm an encyclopedia of people. I remember everybody who is intentional with me, and we make an impact with each other in some type of way. The conversation. I have girls that still on my Facebook that I done ran into that they just needed some help taking a damn selfie in the bathroom. That after talking to them, you recognize they got businesses, they got a podcast. So I'll talk to whoever. You never know who you're gonna meet along the way. I went to a dinner over the Christmas holiday. Well, it was like a luncheon, excuse me, not a dinner. We had dinner food, but it was during lunch, honey. They fed us at the Four Seasons. Fed us, honey. And I was sitting next to a lady. She was annoying the mess out of everybody at my table. Didn't nobody want to talk to her. And of course, she ended up sitting next to me. Y'all, she ended up being one of the girls for permitting in the city. And guess who be responsible for permits? And I just told y'all earlier on the topic of the night that the city, they be real curt with us as business owners and residents and things of that sort when you have to deal with them. Honey, she is that girl. She's just a phone call or an email away. You never know who you sitting next to. Stop playing. Stop playing, people. Tuda says, toot, beep, beep. I'm popping it this year. What did I tell y'all in 2025? I said I was popping it. Honey, let them. You preaching tonight. Look, I only can tell you what it is that I know deep down in my heart, Makita. I can only tell you that. David said, I've learned to ignore those who ain't clapping when you are winning. Oh, hell, where my other drink? I need some more Copajn for that one. Can we talk about it? Oh, David, let me tell you this. I've had when you clap so hard for people and when it's your turn, it's silent. We say it and we say it casually like it means nothing, but it says so much. And I've learned this. I'm turning yellow now on here. I've learned this. When people that you consistently clap for don't clap for you, They leave you hanging in that department. I've learned that has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you. And it took me a long time to get to that particular part. I'm like, these are things that should be introspections. You're trying to put this in my atmosphere. I don't appreciate that. Return to sender, that energy, the hateration and holleration. Oh, I tell you what, it be the dry conversation. You know, you talking about their stuff. It's like, yeah, they talk about your stuff. It's like, maybe. Don't accept that. Don't be afraid in 2026 and beyond to recategorize as necessary, to reprioritize as necessary. Something I'm learning. I can only share with you what I know. I can only share with you what I know. Whitney, she said you do. I'd be like, Mechi, don't forget. Nah, nothing. I don't. Because you know what I do when y'all tell me stuff and I go immediately to my phone. Anyone that knows me, when y'all talking to me about stuff where it's just like it's dates, it's things I need to remember, I put it in my calendar. I'm not missing a milestone or anything when it comes to my dogs. My dogs know who they are. I'm there 100%. You having an onion party? Okay, do we need red, green, yellow, red, purple? Which one do you need me to bring? I always tell Kim my analogy I use for her. I'm like, baby, you could say that you are gonna start selling bedazzled Q-tips, and I'm getting behind you 100%. I'm gonna be on TikTok like, y'all see this? Hello. Okay, Makita, I am no longer playing small for others. I am who I am. Come on now, Makita. Please, sis. Say one more time for the people that might be in the front or the back that didn't hear you the first time. We're no longer playing small. I did that. I played small for a long time. I'm not ashamed to say it. I know we were supposed to be wrapping up, and I'm gonna bring this in. But y'all going off tonight, and I just feel like we can't just breeze over it. Not tonight. Who we are being called to be, or who we are enhancing ourselves, because a lot of us are walking in our calling already. But how we enhance that is to not play small in this season. We can't minimize. I'm not stopping my shine because you forgot your sunglasses. Lavish looks, I got some glasses available. We can help you get some glasses on, but I'm not going to dull my shine for you. Who are you? Who is y'all? Who is them? Where y'all at? What y'all doing? I'm not dulling my shine because you having a problem. I got friends that's got glaucoma and cataracts or whatever the case is, and they don't ask me to dull my shine. Why should I dull my shine for you? Understand. These are real things. I wear glass. I got my contacts on now. I can't barely see nothing. And if I can't, and my friend is shining, shine on. Blind me. What was that movie Sandra Bullock was in? Bird's Eye, Bird Box, whatever. Yes, David. David going off. Your clapping is louder than the hate. Come on now. The people that's clapping for you when you win, and you can't hear them hating no more because your clap is louder. Come on now. Clap for yourself. You ever been minimized in spaces where you maximize everything else that was around you? You maximized the space, but yet it minimized you. They minimized you. You maximized the space, they minimized you. We've all been there. We definitely talking tonight, Whitney. We talking tonight. Makita said that part. Get your glasses, boo, because yeah. And make sure it's like, if you need an extra prescription, if you need something or whatever the case is, go to Zulu. I got a promo code if y'all need one. 15% off. What's up? Get your glasses. You're making people eat your dust. That's just the season that we in. Let's kick things up a few notches. That's the thing for me. Let's kick it up a few notches. We're already walking within our calling. I am walking within my calling, but I'm walking unapologetically. And it's a different space for me, y'all. I feel like I've been being mean. Tamika was on here earlier. I felt like I was being mean. I'm like, not mean to her, but mean in general, as I've been setting boundaries and just really being like, oh, hell no, I don't have to deal with that. You know, I've been really throwing up the, I've been giving the Sinead hand. Because some stuff just don't be worth your energy. How many, can somebody talk about giving your energy and it wasn't needed? Hi, my name is MzMetchi, and I'm a reformed person that used to give energy where it wasn't needed. I'm not doing that no more. I'm reserving me for me. You reserve you for you. Get your glasses on. It's finna get brighter. Baby, you gonna need the 3D glasses. You gonna need the ones when you look up at the eclipse for the things that we are getting ready to do. Because I say me, it ain't just me. Because understand, what I tell y'all, my mission is to showcase and highlight others. God gave me that mission. So as I do that, we all rise, right? They gonna need the glasses that they need for the eclipse for the things that's going over us. We gonna declare and decree that tonight. I'm gonna touch y'all and agree in the camera tonight. She said, I do need it. LOL. Wait, toss me that promo code. Yes, I will go through my email and get that. Not a problem. I have it also for a few other brands too. Makita said, yep, did, and ain't. Come on now. Now look, I'm gonna get to this quote of the night for real, for real. You become a true master of your life when you learn how to master your focus, where your attention goes. Value what you give your energy to. Rise above the pettiness trying to draw you in. Focus on what matters. Where attention goes, energy flows. Where your energy flows, things grow. Where energy flows, things grow. Be mindful of your energy. That's probably the biggest piece as far as the business etiquette conversation that we kind of ended the topic off with tonight. Watch where your energy goes. I am guilty sitting here with y'all tonight because I feel like we didn't preach, baby. We didn't took it there. I know that in my lifetime, I have given energy where it didn't need to go, but I've rerouted my energy. I'm reserving me for me. And as I've been doing that, things are growing. They're flowing in the way that they're supposed to. I encourage you all to do the same, please. Do it in your own way. I got my own way. Get yours too. Recognize that where your energy flows, things grow. Wherever you're putting your attention to is going to create that flow cycle for you. Make sure that you're flowing in a way where you flourish. For real. For real. What's up, Auntie Tracy, girl? I know you was busy. Girl. My auntie be so busy. Whitney, I'm going to get that code for you. I love y'all for real. Gotta hit y'all with the Monique. I love y'all for real. And look, it's been a really good night. I love, y'all know I love when I have guests on the show, but I always like when I can spend some time and it's just us and we can really talk and just kind of let it all out. That's what we do over here. That's what we do. I love y'all. And I'm excited for those that are going to join me April 25th. I'm just going to keep dropping a date for y'all. Y'all prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me forever because I have so many ideas and activations and things that I'm not just thinking about them. I'm literally developing them. And I can share that much with you guys. I want us to get together and be very intentional this year. Very intentional. I'm super excited for the things to come. Shout out to all of y'all for tuning in, for everybody that's tuning in on our Facebook and our YouTube pages. I love y'all for real. Come on, the Christian Homegirl. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. Tonight, y'all support my sis. David said, I left a few people alone and out here in the South. I had to overlook all the hate with them. They're only the worst enemies is themselves. 100%. 100%, David. You rising above it. Okay. Where your energy flows, things grow. Reallocate the energy that you gave to the people from the past, the people that decided to walk away. I'm not going to go back into it, y'all, because y'all know we'll be here all night. Auntie Tracy, I love you too, girl. I love you too, baby. But next week, I'll be back. It's always an exciting time here at the Blueprint Live. Y'all get y'all tickets to the show. I just want to give y'all a few updates before I do jump out of here. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms, as well as MzMetchi. Y'all follow me. Baby, look. Get on the pages. Okay, get on the pages. Visit the bpmediaco.com and sign up for my email list. I drop exclusive, things there for my people first. So please subscribe if you haven't already. February 11th, Well, first off, let me start with this Sunday. This Sunday, my media partners, Swag Her, they're going to have an exclusive interview for me. I'll just be talking a little bit about my life, what it is that, you know, I've been doing, what we're building over here. Y'all know how we get down. So please come and support. That's on Sunday at 11 a.m. on the Swag Her page. It is an exclusive with Swag Her. Like, I don't really have a lot of opportunities where I am being interviewed. So I'm super excited about that. Shout out to Ty, shout out to Swag Her, the whole family for making it happen. I'm really excited for that sit down. And then on Wednesday, February 11th, you all know that I am one of the stars for the Black Women Professionals League. And I'm super excited to be a panelist for our upcoming network event where we're going to be talking, having a very detailed conversation centered around media, marketing, and communications. I'm really excited to sit alongside Kiana Barber and Jamila Perry. And Erica Linton is going to be our moderator for that day. So shout out to Reese, shout out to the league for, having us all come together and having this very meaningful conversation for all of the people that will be in attendance. If you are interested in coming out, today is the last day for early bird tickets. They are $10. And after that, they do go up to their normal rate. So I want you all to get in on it while you can. The ladies are coming out. And when the doors are closed, honey, we gonna network and have a good time. So I love y'all. And until next week, bye. Thank you for tuning into the Blueprint Live. I'm your girl, MzMetchi. Make sure that you're following me on all platforms at MzMetchi and at the BP Media Co. See y'all next week. Okay, bye.